Hey guys, it's Sejun, a philosophical counselor. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to start a series on Barbie. I caught this film with some friends for a good time, and it truly exceeded my expectations. As a philosophical counselor, I found this film to be a poignant representation of the struggles that people often go through during an existential crisis. So in this series, we will dive into aspects of Barbie's crisis in the film and explore common facets of this important phase in life. So let's jump right into it. So this film revolves around our beloved doll Barbie, who finds herself in the midst of an existential crisis in the heart of Barbie Land. But first of all, what exactly is an existential crisis? While the term has become somewhat cliché in our culture, it fundamentally signifies a state in which the beliefs that once provided meaning and purpose to our lives do not make sense to us anymore. This profound unease and disorientation compel us to confront basic questions about existence, such as death, freedom, identity, love, and more. So an existential crisis often starts with life changes that you just cannot ignore anymore. In this film, Barbie's ostensibly perfect life is interrupted when she develops a little bit cellulite, a flat feet, and irrepressible thoughts of death. These changes freak her out because each one of them disturbs Barbie's core sense of the self. Barbie, especially for stereotypical Barbie, is supposed to possess a perfect body and unwavering cheerfulness. For her to have flat feet and cellulite and to contemplate death is to fail at being Barbie. In reality, the triggers for an existential crisis can be diverse as life itself. These catalysts can span from the loss of a cherished relationship, or the onset of an unexpected illness, or an enduring sense of dissatisfaction at work, or events that should naturally bring joy to our lives, such as the birth of a child or retirement. A lot of people do not realize that adolescence is actually a critical phase where people start to question their core beliefs in life and develop a new sense of self. So to some extent, the crisis of adolescence is an existential crisis. The common thread among these changes is their potential to undermine aspects of our identity that we hold dear. Like Barbie, many people's initial encounters with life transitions are through the body, as in the case of aging, illnesses, childbirth, or injury. For women in particular, the appearance of our bodies and the intricacy of weight can be intimately intertwined with societal perceptions, our self-esteem, and personal identity. This connection between our identity and body image can expose us to the harsh realities of social stigmatization and potentially lead to internalization of body shame. So when Barbie encountered with these changes, the first thing she did was to dismiss them and adopt the familiar mantra of tomorrow is another day. However, her crisis persists. It wasn't until Weird Barbie urged her to venture into the real world of Los Angeles that she found the courage to confront her predicament head-on. In life, we often share Barbie's initial instinct to dismiss these incremental shifts and clinging to our familiar routines. Actually, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that as these changes accumulate, they reach a critical mass, a point of inevitability where denial is no longer an option. In other words, you'll find yourself thrown into an existential crisis. This is when the world can suddenly seem to flip upside down, and addressing these issues becomes an overriding priority in your life. And that is perfectly okay. It's a normal part of a human experience. It makes us human. So I encourage you to view an existential crisis as an opportunity to embark on the quest. It's like the life is expecting you to extract something meaningful from it so that you can realize your fullest potential. German philosopher Martin Heidegger once said that we are thrown into the world. We find ourselves in the world without our choice. Existential crisis is something similar. We find ourselves thrown into an existential crisis without intentionally choosing to have this crisis. It's a must, but it's part of the beauty of being a human. You always learn something from it. Thank you for watching this video. So next time we will dive into another significant aspect of the existential crisis as portrayed in the film Barbie, which is disillusionment. So disillusionment is a challenging process through which we come to realize our cherished beliefs do not align well with reality. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.